What's up, guys? Welcome back to JodabeniTV. Today's another amazing day to get after it. We're going to be better today than we were yesterday. So recently, my 365-day journey that I had started last summer has finally come to an end. And pretty much today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I have learned and where has this journey has taken me to. So before the video starts, be sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe if you're new to the journey, because the journey hasn't ended. This is just an update. So pretty much back in 2018, I wasn't playing in a very high level of soccer, and I used to watch a lot of YouTube. I used to watch Become Elite, 7 MLC, Train Effective, and then one day I stumbled upon a guy also named Brandao, who started his 180-day challenge also following Train Effective.
Bonjour, guten Tag. What's up, bruv?
And when I saw this, I saw how he was continuing, and this was around like day 130 something, and that motivated me to start my own. And I knew, like, at the time, 180 days wasn't enough for me to just branch from where I was into a professional league. So I gave myself a 365-day deadline to see where I could go with this journey. I'm a YouTuber. I usually do tutorials to help others, and I believe it's come to the point where if I want to become a professional player, I have to put an extra amount of a believing action. So yes, we pray for whatever we want, but prayer is not the only thing we have to do, because faith is the substance of the things hoped for, the evidence of the things not seen. So when this journey started, I wasn't really training with any team, and I used to play with Houston FC, and my coach was gonna start a UPSL team. I didn't know if I was going to make it, but this was the very first step for me to make it, the first step of progress. So I was like, okay, as of right now, I really don't know any pro teams I can just walk on to and try out for. So this was the closest thing I could find. So I ended up trying out with Houston FC, and I made the team. And the very first 4 games, I played really well. I even had goals, I had assists. And I recognize a lot of these blessings that God was gifting me had to do a lot with my believing. And I knew with this progress, I could continue to grow and, eventually reach the highest level. So as the season started boiling down around November, I wanted to, I had a player on my team. His name was Rashid. He actually played with the Houston Dynamo's first team. And the advice he gave me, because some games, my coach would play me like 7 minutes, 10 minutes. And he would be there. Sometimes after the game, he would be like, why didn't you play? And I'd be like, I don't know. So he gave me one advice. He told me back whenever he was in Nigeria, before the Houston Dynamo picked him up, his coaches barely played him. And he told me the little minutes he would play, he would give 110%. And eventually, after like 5 games, the coaches put him on and he just kept playing 90 minutes. And he was like, now when coaches play him 90 minutes, he doesn't want to play 90 minutes. He wants to get off after like 60 minutes. But the message he was implying was, no matter how much minutes you give 110%, because at the end of the day, people will notice and you can make a great difference with the effort you're putting in. So I took Rashid's advice, and the very last UPSL game was one of the games where my coach played me on the last 10 minutes of the game. And we were already winning about like 2-1, and my coach was like, I need you to get on. So I, started doing my warm-up like maybe 10 minutes before he put me on, and he finally put me on. And I remember running so much because I just kept that on my head, I gotta put in 110%. Even though it's not a lot, I want to score. And the moment I went out, I just kept pushing. I played as a 9. I was printing up the field. I was chasing out defenders. I knew the game would be over soon, so I had no worries of not to give everything. At the end of that game, I ran so much. I almost even scored, but it was just one bad touch at the end, right in front of the goalkeeper. But seeing this reflected me giving that 110%. If I went in with the mental attitude of, oh man, my coach is playing me at the last 10 minutes, who cares? If I had that mentality, I wouldn't have grown. I wouldn't have become a better player. Because any minute you can get on the field is another opportunity for you to become better. So don't take it with a grain of salt. Take it, as a chance to improve. So at the end of the UPSL season, I believed in myself that I was ready to move on to the next level. It was either going to become a professional player or go to a university. So I sat down and I started looking for coaches' emails. And it was pretty hard to find professional coaches' emails because there's so many staff. I would send emails, and usually some teams will be like, they only listen to the recruiters or scouts. Like, since I wasn't a recruiter or a scout myself, they pretty much just ignored my emails. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna keep emailing coaches, sending my highlight reel that I made, and see what happens. And then I sat down, I was like, what if I play at a university? And I remember telling my dad, I was like, if I'm not going to be playing a Division I school or Division I soccer, I'm not going to go out and get loans for university when I can stay right here in Houston and go to U of H. So that night, my father talked to me. He said, well, what do you want? Do you want to play college? Do you want to play Division III, 2, or 1? I told him, I want to play Division I. He said, okay then, focus on Division I. Don't even bother emailing Division III coaches or Division II. Focus on Division I. Pray for it between you and God, and we'll see where it goes from there. So I listened to my dad, and I pretty much emailed every single Division I coach we have in Texas. There's about like 6 teams. And even so, I decided to email the D2 teams and some D3 series just in case, because I didn't know where God could bless me here and there. So I emailed everybody, and I was emailing really late because it was already December. Teams already have their squad, and I was just emailing and see if anybody was open. So out of all the emails I sent, I got 3 responses. I got one from UT Tyler, they're a Division II school, letting me know that their squad was already full. A second email, I got it from Incarnate Ward. The coach wanted me to go try out also for their team. And then University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, my coach also sent me an email saying, yeah, if you're gonna come here, just come out and try out at the beginning of the semester. So it came down to either choosing Incarnate Ward or UTRGV. And Incarnate Ward is like $32,000 a year, while UTRGV is around $17,000 to $18,000. So of course I'm gonna choose the cheaper option. As of right now, the tuition at my UTRGV is $3,000 per semester. That's amazing. Even U of H is more expensive than that. Finally, January came. I still have the video there when I first got there. I was trying out for the first week or second 2 weeks. I was training with the team, just trying to keep up with them and trying to prove myself that I can play with them. And eventually our coach ended up giving me my uniform, my backpack with all my gear. And he never actually told me, you're gonna stay. They just gave me my equipment and I just started training. So now I'm living in a campus. I'm 6 hours away from my house. I'm living in a whole different environment. The Valley my school alone has like 181 black people, 385 white people, and over 22,000 Hispanic. So this is a whole new environment than what I'm used to in Houston. So something new that I had to adapt, and I had to adapt to the play style and all the variety of different players that I met. Now let's begin the video. After you subscribe, just hit it right there. All right, let's go. So I got some good news. This past month, I got the opportunity to play against the RGV Toros. They are a pro USL team. I've become a Division I athlete, and I don't want to stop here. I want to go on to the next level wherever God wants to take me. And if it's going to be through the school draft system, or if it's going to be from my outside source, I don't know, but I'm pretty much just going to be pushing and pushing. And from what I've learned from this journey is, whatever you set your mind to, you just got to keep hammering it every single day. Throughout the semester, maybe I can remember maybe like 6 times where I didn't train outside of my team training, because something I had to remember is that my competition wasn't the people around me, but my competition are professional athletes. Because whenever I go to try out for a pro team, I'm not going to be competing against my teammates. I'm going to be competing against players that's already on that roster that I'm trying to overtake. As of right now, summer is ending and preseason is about to start again for fall 2019. The new semester is going to be starting, and pretty much the WAC tournament for the soccer team is going to be this fall. So this is my opportunity to do my best and, you know, show my visibility. So if a MLS team wants to see me, or a USL team, they can recognize me, because this is where all the scouts are going to be looking at, and this is where they pick their players for at least the draft. God has been continuously blessing me left and right, and I keep putting him first, and he keeps guiding me to wherever I need to go. And if you don't believe in God, I'm sorry, but according to what I've witnessed in my life, he's more real than what anybody can tell me. So to end this note, the journey is going to continue. I don't know if I'm going to start another 365 day journey, but as of right now, I'm just going to keep grinding forward, and keep pushing. You know, like Brendal says, as long as you believe, anything is possible. So that's what I want to leave you with. Even if you don't want to become a professional athlete, if you want to do whatever you want, just put your mind to it, focus on it every single day, and don't limit yourself. Believe you can do it. Whenever you're believing, you act differently. If you believe you can do something, you're gonna put yourself in situations that you can achieve it. But if you don't believe in yourself, you're not even gonna go after it. So you have something in mind that you want to go get, go and get it. All right, guys, on that note, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for being with me this whole journey. I really appreciate everybody who's been with me this whole time. Thank you for your comments, your tips. I listen to everybody, what they say about where I would pass the ball on the walls, how I would kick, how I would run. Every advice people would give me, I would take note and adjust it to my game, and it's really helped. This platform has helped me, you know, reach others, help others, motivate others, but more importantly, add value to other people's lives, and you add value to my life. Thank you guys for everything, and I'll see you guys in the next video. JodabeniTV is out.